Yo, 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 welcome to the Bot Squad Podcast, everybody. I am your host, GinaMan94, here to review Monday Night Raw for February 22nd, 2016, one of the leading up Raws to WrestleMania 32. And I gotta say, this Raw was better than Fastlane last night, and that's saying something. Alright, so let's get right into it. On Facebook earlier, they showed that Dean Ambrose was arriving at Raw and he was attacked by Brock Lesnar. He beat him down and threw him into a windshield, I guess, because, last night Dean Ambrose went ballistic with a chair and they kept putting him through tables, so Brock was trying to get his revenge on Dean Ambrose. And he got it, and Ambrose was carted away and taken to the hospital. He even had a neck brace on. So, after they talked about that for a minute, the Vincent J. McMahon Legacy of Excellence Award ceremony was next. So Vince McMahon comes out to present the award to somebody who exemplified excellence, whose legacy and whose hard work and dedication of the business exceeded everybody else, and will be presented with this award. So he says, we'll never ever forget this night, and he talked about his father and all the business things he's done, all the territories he used to run, and how he was a good-hearted man, a kind man. And then he announced that the award was going to his daughter Stephanie. So Stephanie came out looking good, I might have to add, but yeah, it was Stephanie. She came out, and Vince said no one deserved it more than she did. And she was like, oh, well, I wasn't expecting this, but I did prepare something just in case. Yeah, right. And she goes to read her little speech, and out comes Shane McMahon. And oh my goodness, this crowd, including me, popped like crazy. I'm telling you, I went ballistic. Shane McMahon back in the WWE. We haven't seen him in 6 to 7 to 8 years. And it was just great to see him come out. He still had the little dance moves, the web, all of that. Shane O'Mac is back. And he came out because he was pissed off that Steph was getting the award and he wasn't. And, he came into the ring and the crowd went crazy for him. And he even acknowledged it. He was like, thank you for that. And, he gets in the ring and goes straight to Vince. And Steph's like, hold on, who are you to come out here and interrupt my ceremony, my award presentation? And Shane says, well, she doesn't know, does she? And Vince goes in for a hug and, a handshake, and Shane just denies him all of that. He's like, no. That's not why I'm out here to celebrate. I'm out here to get something straight to both of you. And he explained that Steph doesn't deserve the award and that her and Triple H have been running $1 billion company into the ground. And Steph says that, he doesn't know anything about running business. He's a failure, and she doesn't even know why he's here. He said, look at the ratings, the talent, everything. You guys are driving this company into the ground. Look at the stocks. All of it is declining. And he couldn't sit back and let it happen anymore. And Steph said, yeah, you don't know anything about business. You're just a quitter. And, get out of her ring. And Shane comes back like, well, first of all, this isn't your ring. It's Vince's ring. So let's get that straight. And then he was telling Vince that he needed to explain to Stephanie what she didn't know. And Steph was so confused, like, wait, what is he talking about? And he informed Stephanie that him and Vince struck a deal because Vince messed up something. And they struck a deal, and Shane went away for a while, but he didn't lose his position in the company, which means he was still over Stephanie McMahon, and now he's back to take over again. Stephanie was like, no, this can't be true, Dad. Just please tell me you're lying. And Vince kept avoiding it, like, yeah, we'll go to the back and we'll talk back there, and, And Shane was like, isn't it true? He was like, well, there's some truth to it. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's some truth to it. Steph was like, I can't believe this, and so Steph leaves the ring because Vince asked her to leave the ring. We'll talk in the back, and that's how that went. So it's just Shane and Vince in the ring, and Shane started talking about legacy, and everything is going down the drain with this company. And Vince was like, okay, what do you want? You want me to pay you off or whatever? What do you want? Shane was like, nope, it's not about the money. I want full control of Monday Night Raw. He wants to run it. He wants to run the company. He wants to be in charge. He wants the generations of his sons and his sons' sons and all of that to keep carrying the business on. So Vince was like, nah, you gotta be kidding. You just want money, right? Shane was like, nope, I want to run the company. So Vince was like, okay, you want to run the company? I'll give you a chance. But you have to face somebody in a match. My opponent, at my place, my time. Shane was like, okay, I made a deal with the devil before. This won't be the last time. Okay, and he accepts. Vince then announces that Shane's match will be at WrestleMania. And not only will it be at WrestleMania, but it will be against the dead man himself, The Undertaker. And not only is it at WrestleMania against The Undertaker. Oh, no, that's not it. It's at WrestleMania against The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell. So it will be Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell. If Shane McMahon wins, he gets full control of Monday Night Raw. But if he loses, apparently there's something behind the scenes going on, because Vince says he wants possession of something that Shane has locked away in a safety box. He wants full control of all the contents inside of that box. So it's something crazy going on here. I'm not too sure what it is, but I'm just glad Shane's back. A lot of people didn't really agree with him facing Undertaker, but my take on it is this. Who else is going to face Undertaker? Cena obviously must not be ready to face Undertaker, and who else is going to do it? I mean, the whole damn roster is hurt or suspended Titus O'Neil. But yeah, I mean, who else? And this match actually has meaning. It's not just, oh, it's just Shane versus Taker. No. This match has huge implications. If Shane McMahon wins this match, he will be in control of Monday Night Raw, which could be great. It could change. Things could get better. More talent could get chances. Now, I know this is a kayfabe storyline. I understand that. But who knows? Things could get better. Things could change. Shane is back in the company. Who knows? I don't know. And it won't really hurt The Undertaker. What does he have to lose? He's already lost the streak. Why not? Hopefully these two put on a hell of a match and steal the show. Or something like that. I hope so. You know, whatever. I'm excited for it. We'll see what happens in the coming weeks and at WrestleMania, but I'm excited for it. So yeah, that was it. They shook on it, and that's going to be a WrestleMania match. It was like, this went 30 minutes, and I was excited for it. It was better than any 20-minute authority promo I've seen all year and the years before. So, the first match, as we're getting into the matches here, was Neville and the Lucha Dragons versus the New Day. I love the New Day. They cut a little video promo thing talking about the League of Nations, saying that they should get them some bootios, because they make sure you ain't booty. And it was just hilarious or whatever, so I guess they're going to be feuding with them. So, yeah, they have a match. It's actually a pretty good match. I wasn't too mad at it, you know. Lucha Dragons and Neville, of course, are going to hit their high spots. And at the end of the match, they hit this incredible spot. Big E went for a spear. Neville moved out the way, and he hit the ground. Neville then proceeds to, on top of the apron, hit a 450 splash onto Big E, and then he stays there. Kalisto comes around the corner to hit Xavier Woods, who's still on the ground outside the ring, with a moonsault while stepping on top of Neville for leverage. And then Sin Cara goes for a senton bomb on Kofi Kingston. He misses, gets up, gets Kofi try to rip his mask off a little bit. He's trying to fix it, and then he catches Trouble in Paradise, and the New Day win. I like this match. It was pretty good, pretty entertaining for me. And yeah, the New Day picked up the victory. So after that, Brock and Paul Heyman come out, and Heyman's fired up. He is pissed off about the results of the last night's triple threat match at Fastlane. So he comes out and he's talking, and he's saying Brock did what he did to Dean Ambrose because he wanted to bring in chairs to make the match like a hardcore no-holds-barred type of match. He wanted to be crazy. He wanted to add in these other elements when it was already a competitive match. So now Brock doesn't have a opponent for WrestleMania. And now he's warning anybody in the locker room they will end up like Dean Ambrose if they come and try to approach Brock to face him at WrestleMania. So then it cuts backstage and all you hear is ambulance sounds. Like we said, or like I said, Dean Ambrose was carted away into an ambulance earlier in the daytime. So he comes back and he's driving the ambulance back into the arena, still selling the injuries from earlier, but he drove the ambulance back inside the arena near the ring area, and he literally is crawling out of this ambulance towards Brock Lesnar. Like he said, he's crazy. He's not going to stay down, though, no matter what Brock does to him. He's going to come back at Brock, and he's going to still try to fight. So he gets to the ring. He's crawling. He's not even walking. He's crawling to the ring, literally. Brock gets out the ring, picks him up, and hits him with an F5. Nope, he didn't. He stepped on his face and walked away. And Dean Ambrose picked up a mic and said, Brock, you can kiss my ass because, like I told you, I'm not going away, and I want to face you at WrestleMania in a no-holds-barred match, and that's how it's going to be. So that's when Brock came back down and hit him with an F5. So I'm guessing that match is set. And Dean Ambrose, through all of this, was smiling, even though he's hurt and still had the neck brace on, and, Brock killed him. But he's still going, so I hope this match is going to be great, too. They announced a couple, matches or potential matches tonight on Raw. And this one should be a good match. I think Dean Ambrose has it in him to take the fight to Brock, even though Brock is going to take him to Suplex City, but that remains to be seen. So the next match is the Usos versus the Ascension. Now they all come out, and the Dudley Boys come out to remind everybody they aren't one-trick ponies, they're not a nostalgia trip, and they're the most decorated tag team of all time. And Devon said, your dad Rikishi, instead of buying thongs, he should have taught you boys some respect. So then the Ascension attacked them from behind and, take over right off the bat, but quickly, the Usos took over and won the match real quick. It didn't go no more than 2 to 3 minutes. And, they just looked at the Dudleys who were standing at the top of the ramp. They teased coming down to the ring, and then they backed off. So I guess they're going to be feuding for the next couple of weeks or whatever, however that goes. So next, Chris Jericho came out and talked about his feud with AJ and how he didn't like him when he first came to the Royal Rumble because, how could you call yourself phenomenal if you haven't done anything inside WWE yet? So then he said, over the past 3 matches that they had, he's earned more respect for AJ, and he actually kind of likes him a little bit now. He's cool with him. And he told him that to his face. AJ came out and was like, you're a hell of a wrestler. We had hell of a matches, and I'm really happy how they turned out, and you've really earned my respect. And they shook on it, and then the Social Outcasts come out. Oh my goodness, this is not what we meant when we said give talent a chance. This is not what we meant. The Social Outcasts are terrible, man. Why? You just threw them in a stable, and they're all different. Like, it doesn't work. I guess that's WWE taking a shot at the IWC. Here you go. You wanted these guys to have a chance, they got it. Anyway, they come out talking about, oh, now you guys are cool now, we're not believing it, blah, blah, blah. And it's Heath Slater and Curtis Axel versus AJ and Chris Jericho, who apparently are a tag team now. That didn't make any sense to me. I don't know why they're a tag team, but yay. Whatever. The match, I didn't really care about it. Chris Jericho and AJ obviously carried the match. In the end, AJ hit a crossbody outside the ring over the top rope on the other members of Social Outcast, while Jericho put Curtis Axel in the walls of Jericho and made him tap out. And, I guess these guys are cool now. I guess they're friends. Whatever. I don't really care. I care, but they just had a feud and now they're cool. I guess that's okay. I don't know. We'll see what happens after that. Triple H backstage with Stephanie, telling her to let it go about, the whole Shane thing. And he said, Shane McMahon, he's just a failure anyway. And, we're not even focused on that. Let's focus on Roman Reigns. Do you want to tell him the news or should I go do it? And Steph was like, nope, I'll go tell him. So she goes to talk to Roman, and he's trying to go check on Dean to make sure he's okay. And she's like, no, you're not going to do that. You have a match against Sheamus. And it'd be a shame if the League of Nations were to interfere and beat you up, and you had to forfeit your match at WrestleMania against Triple H in the main event. That would be a shame. That'd be a shame if that had to happen tonight. And so I guess that would be the match or whatever. Let's see. R-Truth backstage in the locker room listening to his iPod or whatever, and Goldust brings him an I'm sorry cake. R-Truth said, man, it was cute at first, but you've been ruining a lot of things for me. You ruined my wife's dress, you approached me in bathrooms, and you cost me my match last night. Goldust like, I know I'm messing up, man, but I know you don't want to be my tag team partner. I know that's what you're thinking. See, I know exactly what you're thinking, and that's why we'd be the greatest tag team, because I can read your mind, man. I know what you're going to do. Our chemistry would be great. And R-Truth was like, so if you could read my mind, you would know that I'm going to push your face inside this cake then, right? Goldust was like, I hope not. R-Truth was like, nah, I'm better than that. Walks away. And then a couple seconds later, he comes back like, nah, I'm just playing. It smashes the cake in Goldust's face. I don't know if these two are going to be a tag team or are they going to fight. I don't know. They've been doing this for a couple weeks now, and I really, 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 really don't know what's going on with these two. And then the show takes a turn. My goodness. Big Show, Kane, and Ryback versus the Wyatts. And instead of it just being the Wyatts, the three Wyatt members, not Bray Wyatt, it was Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan with Braun Strowman on the outside. And oh my gosh, I tried so hard not to fall asleep on this match because it was so boring and pointless and it made no sense. Like, why are they fighting again? Didn't they fight last night in another pointless match I didn't care about? So I guess halfway through the match, I was kind of asleep a little bit. I guess Ryback walked out on Kane and the Big Show because he has to prove that he can be on his own and he doesn't need anybody. And, no offense to Kane and the Big Show, but he's trying to stand on his own 2 feet. And he said something about the glass ceiling and the brass ring. He said, break it and take it, or something like that. I don't know if Ryback's turning heel again or what they're doing with him. But anyway, the Wyatts won. Yeah, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. They already are booked terribly. So a cheap win on Raw against 2 people they should have beat in the first place at the pay-per-view doesn't really make them look any better. It doesn't matter. It's too late. You can't do it. You can't save them. Like I said, Wiza made a eulogy for the Wyatts. It is over for them. Bray Wyatt will never be a main event superstar. It's not going to happen. WWE won't allow it to happen. I don't know. This was just terrible part of the show that they could have just kept to themselves. I would have preferred for Brie Bella to come out and scream Brie mode for 20 minutes than to watch this match. To be completely honest with you, that's how unimportant it was to me. So next match was between two of the most beautiful divas in WWE, Sasha Banks and Naomi. Oh my goodness. And this match was pretty good too. You had Tamina on the outside interfering in the match, and eventually Becky Lynch came out to come even odds up again, and she beat the hell out of Tamina. Naomi tried to attack Becky, and then that caused a distraction, and Sasha Banks hit the bank statement and picked up the victory. And they're cool. Thanks for helping me. They're not really friends, but they have mutual respect for each other. So then Charlotte comes out and announces that actually she was looking like Nikki Bella too. She had like the top, how Nikki Bella has it, and it said champion or Divas champion or something. And it was pretty cool actually. And she was saying that the Authority have announced that Becky Lynch will face Sasha Banks, and the winner of this match would be the number 1 contender for the Divas Championship, and most likely face Charlotte at WrestleMania. So she was like, "Oh, you guys are cool. It's so nice to see you guys are friends." And Becky, watch out! And Becky flinched and turned around like Sasha was attacking her, and Sasha wasn't even attacking her. Charlotte was like, "Oh yeah, you guys are such good friends. Your bond is so tight." And, she's causing dissension between them to make their match even more intense. I see that. Good heel work from Charlotte. I liked what she did here. But I'm pretty sure Sasha Banks is going to go over and eventually face her at WrestleMania or whatever. So they announced the next member for the WWE Hall of Fame. It will be the Godfather. And the APA will induct him. That's interesting, but hey, why not? So now it's... Why is this match the main event time? Roman Reigns versus Sheamus with the League of Nations. Okay. I know, I'm hard on Roman Reigns. And it's not because I don't like the guy. It's not even his fault. It's WWE's fault. Because they keep pushing him down our throats and he's not ready yet. Yes, we want new talents to come out and succeed, to be successful. We want them to get over. We want the crowd to love them. Or if they're a heel, hate them. But Roman Reigns is supposed to be the new face of the company, and he's already getting the Cena treatment. Hell, they cheer for Cena more than they cheer for Roman Reigns. He's just now getting to the top spot. That's not supposed to happen. They're supposed to get behind the top guy. He's supposed to get that Dean Ambrose, that Brock Lesnar, those type of chants, those type of cheers. The crowd is supposed to be excited. Yeah, Roman's here. Let's go. I like Roman. And there are people that do like Roman Reigns. I'm not saying that. I want to like Roman Reigns. But until WWE learns how to make him what he's supposed to be, majority of the people aren't going to get behind him. They can't. They won't do it. His character needs to be rebranded, redone, something, because it's not working out, and it's evident because he comes out, he gets more boos than he gets cheers, and every time he does something where the crowd knows he's about to win something, they just go crazy and boo him, and they don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. But this ending, though, the ending for Raw, that got me excited a little bit. I can't lie. So, you had the match, whatever. Typical League of Nations, they're interfering. They're hitting Roman behind the back when the ref ain't looking. And pretty much, I've seen Sheamus and Roman Reigns too many times. I didn't really care about the match. But they go to commercial, come back, and apparently the League of Nations had been kicked out. So, these two are having a match. They're going. And then Triple H comes out. And I don't mean Triple H, suit, authority, King of Kings Triple H. I mean leather jacket, jeans, Cerebral Assassin, t-shirt wearing, water spitting Triple H. Time to play the game Triple H. And boy, when he came out, he was on a mission. He was on a mission. Him and Roman started scrapping once he got like halfway to the ring. He got halfway to the ring and these two went at it, and Roman was getting the upper hand for a while, and he even he hit him with a Superman punch and clotheslined him over the barricade. But once he clotheslined him over the barricade, he took too long to go back to attack him, and Triple H went for the jugular and took the ring bell and hit him in his throat with it. And that knocked Roman down. He gets him up and just starts bashing his head into the announce table. He just wouldn't stop. He's just boom, boom, boom. Cerebral Assassin Triple H. The game. He's not going to hold any punches. He is ruthless. He is out for blood. And that's exactly what he got. He got blood. He drew blood from Roman Reigns. And even the announcers said it. So I don't know if this was planned, but Roman Reigns was bleeding. I mean, not just a normal little cut right here bleeding. Like, it looked like he broke his nose and he was just gushing blood out. Triple H had his blood on his hands. Roman was bleeding. His whole face, he donned the crimson mask. There was blood everywhere and it was lovely. Roman got his ass kicked by Triple H. Triple H is just telling him, man, hey, you're not just about to walk over me at WrestleMania. No, you must not have seen me back in the day. You must not know who I am. I am the game. I am the Cerebral Assassin. And he just relentlessly went at him, punching him in the face. The refs tried to take him back, and nope, he went back and started punching him. And then he pedigreed him onto the steel steps. He pedigreed him onto steel steps, and Roman was just done. It was over. There was nothing he could do. He's bleeding. The doctors are trying to get to him, and Triple H got blood on his tape and on his hands, and he steps up onto the steps he pedigreed him onto, and, you know, just held up the title and just like, yeah, I'm back, I'm the game. Don't think you just about to beat me. Nope, that's not happening. So, you know, the aggressive Triple H is back, and I love that Triple H. That Triple H is cutthroat. He don't care. He will make you bleed. He will beat your mama up, your sister up, your daughter. It don't matter. That's the Triple H that's coming to WrestleMania to face Roman Reigns, and I cannot wait. I hope he beats the hell out of Roman Reigns. I hope there's blood drawn at WrestleMania, and I hope these two can put on a great match. I'm not gonna, you know, last night I was watching the Triple Threat and I saw the ending. I'm just like, you know what, the main event for WrestleMania is gonna suck. But WWE has been known to swerve you like that, exactly like last year. I said the same thing. The main event for WrestleMania is gonna suck, but it was actually pretty entertaining. And, you know, who knows what they're gonna do? Who knows if they're gonna add somebody? I doubt they're gonna add anybody, but, you know, who knows what they're going to do in these next couple of weeks. They have time because there's no more pay-per-views to WrestleMania, and WrestleMania is in April. So they have like a whole month to get you excited. And I'm going to give WWE a chance. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll even give Roman the benefit of the doubt here and hope that they build this up, not like they did with Brock and Roman last year. And they're already starting off pretty good. So that remains to be seen. I thoroughly enjoyed this Raw. There were a couple things, you know, a couple of nitpicks. Overall, I enjoyed this Raw. Man, hopefully WrestleMania will be great. And normally it is for me, but I mean, really, with the lack of roster they have now, they have no choice but to be great. So, yeah, that's my review for Raw. The only match I really didn't care for was that Wyatt match, and the main event until, you know, the ending, of course. But other than that, I enjoyed Raw all the way through. I'm glad Shane's back. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that. I'm excited to see if anybody's going to make it back for WrestleMania. I heard Cena was at the arena tonight, so who knows if he's coming back soon or what he's going to do. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Subscribe if you're new, if you want to see more content from me. I'm going to start trying to pump out more videos. I know I say that every Raw review, but, you know, I get a little stuck on what videos I should upload and trying to get my videos out there. You know, there's only a few people that watch my videos, and I'm not even sure if they watch them all the way through. But, you know, I just hope that one day we as a group, as a channel, can grow. And, you know, I just enjoy talking about wrestling. I'm passionate about it, and I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to give up. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.